Connie Willis, the podcast. Taking you into new ways of thinking, even providing answers to questions you've often pondered. Connie Willis, the podcast. This is a Connie Willis exclusive. What you're about to hear has never been heard anywhere else. This is Connie Willis, the podcast.
Like the man says, Connie Willis, the podcast. Hey there, with Phase 2 series, our interview with Robert Treat continuing, informant, private military government contractor, U.S. Navy Special Warfare veteran, telling us why the aliens are here and more. You can find him at Rob Treat. That's TREAT.com for his blog and update on the surgery February 20th. And you can hear the girls in the background as we talk with him. When you hear those moans and groans, that's what that is his three girls. I want to ask you about you being a hybrid, going back to that and where you believe you're from and that type of thing. But just introduce your dogs here real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, we got Lila, Harley, and Sheila. Lila's Lila and Harley are both Siberian Husky Wolf mixes. Lila is the most wolf-looking. She's a big girl. She's a very big girl. And Harley's small. She's the size of a husky, but she has all the wolf mannerisms. So one's got the looks, the other's got the personality. And then little Sheila here, she's a little stray pit bull puppy that came up to me in the rain one night a few months ago, and I couldn't leave her sitting out there, so she's with me now.
Oh, that's great. And you do have someone to watch them during your surgery and time in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you feel good about that?
Yeah, I haven't heard back from her in a while, which is starting to worry me a little bit. But,
yeah.
But I know she's got a safe place for them. She lives out in Tomball, Texas, with her mother on a small acreage. The one thing I'm worried about is the Huskies they're hard to care for animals, and if they accidentally get loose, then that'll be probably the last I'll never see them again. So I'm just hoping they really understand that Huskies are escape artists.
And how much they mean to you.
Oh yeah.
I hope they understand that.
Yeah. My last girlfriend broke up with me because I wouldn't kick the dogs out of the bedroom. They were here first.
Yeah, there's a fine line with all that. I can kind of get that.
I can't tell Lila she can't be on the bed. She's been on the bed her whole life.
Right, and I totally get that. Because I have my little penny girl, she'd be on the bed, but she's a little tiny, little itty-bitty little Yorkie. But man, when there's like big cow-sized animals in there, it's like, that's just a question that any man or woman should ask the person they start. I think that's a first date question. Do you sleep with your dog, and how big is your dog? And how often do you clean your sheets?
Yeah.
That determines a lot right there. Okay, I got to go.
Yeah, they make more work, but it's,
I totally get it, though. Yeah, well, hey, I guess even joking like that, it's really because that the dog gets first priority. It's the way it is, and you got to be dog lover.
Yeah, and they're better than children. Children just grow up, turn into teenagers who hate you for no reason. At least your dog won't do that.
That's hilarious. Oh, good stuff. Okay, so let's go to the hybrid part of this. You were telling us at one point that your DNA showed that didn't know, they knew where maybe, did they know the mother, I guess, but not the father kind of thing? And your DNA, it doesn't look the same?
No, and it's very strange because
And you're going to give us some pictures, by the way, right? You're going to put some pictures in the blog.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think there's at least one website where I can download a copy of it.
Excellent. Okay. Okay.
So I have at least one set, maybe two. Um, I'd like to be able to put two sets up there so you can see the comparison.
Yeah.
Um, but my biological mother is a complete mutt, like genetically mixed from, you know, all over. I mean, there's some German, there's some Jewish, there's lots of things in hers.
So she's American.
So yeah,
So
yeah,
we are, right? We're the
yeah.
mutts.
East Texas, born and raised. So for my DNA to come out the way it is just very abnormal. Um, and I've compared it to my biological siblings, which they're only half. My father was different from all their fathers. Um, and it's very different from them too. I mean, almost to the point of it being, questionable that, you know, she is my mother, other than you can clearly see the resemblance. And some of the other people that have been identified in my genetic tree um, makes me think that, that is my, earthly family.
Well, you had said that you knew where the other half was from. Is that because your guide told you, the lady?
Yes, the one I can go see, and I can go see her any time, any day or night.
Through
Um,
meditation, thought, or just calling on her?
it just it happens if it hasn't happened. I haven't been able to make that happen consistently since I've been in East Texas, and she's told me it's because of the land here is said the land is bad. Um, but when I can go to her, it's very exhausting afterwards. Like I'm wiped for days. Um,
But you go to her and she's the one who's told you where the other half of you is from?
yes, and it's always her. It's all I never see anybody else. It's just her. And I've been taken to places where I have seen others, but I haven't been able to interact with anybody else but her.
Does she have a name?
I don't know what her name is.
That
It's one of those
lady.
things. It's one of those things when you come out of it, there's things you remember and things that you don't remember. That's just like on the tip of your tongue, like a weight.
That lady. Here,
Like
there's that lady. I'm going to go see that lady.
it's like her name is right there, just pushing on the front of my
Come
mind, and
on.
I can't recall it. I've tried so hard.
Always ask a woman
Um,
her name, so next time that's what you do.
but I've had psychics that I've come in contact with, whether it was like a deliberate reading or just an incidental glancing contact, and they've all talked about her.
Mm.
Uh, all the ones who were accurate anyway, they've all talked about her. They call it the blonde lady in the blue dress, and that's
Oh, there
her.
you go. Wow.
Um,
Interesting.
and
Interesting. And you know what? I got to tell you something. You know I have blonde hair, right?
yeah,
I'm wearing a blue dress right now.
are you really?
I'm just kidding. Where did she say you were from?
Like I said, I don't know the name of the world. I know that they're the creator race, they're the founding race. They're the ones who created definitely the Greys. They're the ones who created us. I don't know if they created the reptilians or not, but I've always got the impression that the Greys and the reptilians were related, like a related species,
Mm-hmm.
like cousins kind of thing. So, probably so, but they're the creator race. Some people refer to them as the Pleiadians, but that is not accurate. They are not from the Pleiades star system. Um, where I think that they're from is somewhere is beyond what we perceive it as the universe. It's the universe beyond our perception.
You can't fathom
Um,
it. But where are you from?
my spirit, um, the soul, the spirit part of me is from there.
Okay.
The,
Okay.
the body, I was told the vessel um, that they had created a vessel for me here. And what they do with a lot of the hybrids is they genetically engineer the um, the egg and they implant it into a female. And then that hybrid is born with the physical characteristics necessary for whatever their purpose was here. So not all hybrids are the same. There's the information gatherers like myself and many others, and then there's the other kind of hybrids. And then the Greys, they have their own hybrid program, and the Reptilians have their own hybrid program. So there's lots of different kinds of hybrids running around.
And yours is to get that. That's interesting. I mean, I'm totally into the hybridization project. So,
I'm
and
an
this is
experiencer.
part of it. Yeah, you're an experiencer. He's a lifer. He's got it all going on. So what was it? They have you exploring, communicating, getting the word out, kind of thing, in a nutshell.
Yeah, whatever it is that I experience in the course of my existence, and it's like an emotional metric, a mental metric, and also information gathered about what's going on in our civilization. Um,
You had mentioned that, and other people have other things to do, and it's implanted like at the beginning, right? I think you said something like that, like, hey, they put me together to do this. This is why I'm here.
and see, it's
Your
the
purpose. What are the
yeah.
other people's purposes?
Well, we're all engineered by our DNA. Like your DNA is an information storage device, but it's also an information transmitting device. Because back to the spooky action at a distance thing. Um, the energy that makes up your DNA can be accessed, you know, by them from, any distance, any realm. So your DNA is recording and storing data. Some hybrids, like myself, our DNA is designed for better reception. It's like a better radio antenna, if you will.
This is a Connie Willis exclusive on Connie Willis, the podcast. Learn more about Connie, her guests, and join her private membership shows, Blue Rock Talk and Connie After Dark at ConnieWillis.com.
And we're back. We are at the climax of all this. Go ahead. Keep going, Rob.
Okay, so like I was saying, is our DNA is an information storage, but also collection and transmitting device. Like we talked about in a previous segment, you know, even with our technology, we're able to, as of 2017, able to put computer code into DNA. So, that's a provable scientific thing is that DNA can store information. And you can also retrieve that information from DNA. And that's how they use us. Some hybrids like myself, our DNA is designed, to make that system more effective. Right? They can get data from you, but they're not going to get as much data from you as they would from someone like myself, right? Without direct sampling, which means taking tissue from you. That's what a lot of these abductions are about. Is they need to get some of your DNA to extract the information from it. And
Now that's very interesting.
even with hybrids,
because they can just pull out a little piece anywhere on you, because the DNA is gonna be there.
Oh yeah, you have no secrets.
Wow, that's interesting.
You have no secrets from them. Everything you've ever done is an available record to them.
Yeah, recorded right into all that.
And it's a shareable record, and even some religions even talk about that as being a form of hell, because, when, your spirit sheds this body and you're back, and your spirit returns to, the form that it originated in, all of your experiential data is going to be shared with everybody else. So every dirty thing you've ever done, everybody else is going to know.
That's why they say, watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts.
And in certain sects of Judaism, they call that burning with shame. And that's the burning that they talk about in some of their scriptures is, you're not going to burn with fire. You're going to burn with the fire of your own shame, because all the things you thought were secret aren't. And even more so with myself and others like me, it's we feel instant karma. We feel horrible empathy, like we feel everything. And You witness somebody in pain, you feel their pain. You witness somebody being happy. So we absorb everything from our environment, and it can be very difficult on us, but that's what we're here for. We got to take it. And like I said, they're using that information it's going to be used to assess us and judge us, and they are judging us. As to where they're from, I said I don't know what their home world is called, but I know what it looks like. And
what's it look like?
it is the mirror opposite from us in almost every way. Their home world isn't a world at all, at least not in the way that we understand it. It's more what we would consider a Dyson sphere, and they live on the inside of the sphere. Like we live on the surface of the planet, we live on the outside of the ball. They live on the inside of the ball. But
I think even on this planet, they're on the inside, and we are the surface people.
May well be.
Yeah.
It may well be that every single planet is a Dyson sphere.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And the project is the surface people outside, all the human stock or whatever stock they have.
Yeah, I think, that they, like I said, I don't know what's on the outside of their sphere, but they live on the inside of it. And the sphere that they live on encompasses many planets with 3 stars at the center.
Mm.
So they are, on the Casimir scale, I guess they would be a type 5 civilization or above. Maybe they're the Omega civilization. But from their sphere, you can see their other planets and the stars at the heart of it. And I've always wondered if, because the one thing that always struck me about that is we're taught gravity pulls us towards the center. Where's their gravity coming from? Because if you're living on the inside of a sphere, that's kind of like I was never able to reconcile that in my head. Like, how does gravity really work?
They have special shoes.
I don't think they evolve with special shoes.
No, they have to buy them quarterly, and the prices have gone up, so it's really a messed up world because they can't all buy them anymore, and they're starting to wear out. We are talking with Rob Treat. You can learn more about him at robtreat.com. He'll tell you, that's where you can talk to him, ask him some questions and different things like that, and you can go right to him. He's going to have a blog to update you, and his surgery is February 20th, so prayers and good vibes and anything that you do ability-wise, pass it on. But if you want to learn more, GoFundMe, all that kind of thing, go to robtreat.com. You can always go to ConnieWillis.com as well to learn more. And you'll also learn that he's got a good sense of humor along the way. Stay with us.
Informant. What you just heard has never been heard anywhere else. This is Connie Willis, the podcast. Informant. Learn more about Connie, her guests, and be sure to join her private membership shows, Blue Rock Talk and Connie After Dark, at ConnieWillis.com. Whistleblower.